Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the food we eat and how it can contribute to prediabetes and type 2 diabetes and what we can do to change that. So stay tuned. Dear friend, don't let this bad example influence you. Follow only what is good. Remember that those who do good proves that they are God's children, and those who do evil proves that they do not know God. 3 John chapter 1 verse 11. God bless you. So what is type 2 diabetes? Type 2 diabetes is essentially a disease of carbohydrate intolerance. This is simply carbohydrate overload for your body. And how is that? Every time you eat carbohydrate, it turns into glucose in your body. This is sugar. This causes your blood sugar to spike. And when that happens, it forces your pancreas to produce insulin. But what we do is we overeat on our carbohydrate. And so you have excess insulin. And excess insulin leads to insulin resistance. And once you become insulin resistant, you are at risk for diseases such as type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, cancer, and all other metabolic diseases. Therefore, it makes sense for us to reduce the amount of carbohydrate that we are eating. And once you reduce your carbohydrate intake, your blood spike limits or reduces, and then your insulin production also reduces. And when this happens, your cells becomes more insulin sensitive. So what can we do to change this? What we can do is to look at the 3 macronutrients that your body needs. We have fat, protein, and carbohydrate. So when it comes to raising your insulin, fat barely raises your insulin. Protein raises your insulin moderately, and carbohydrates raise your insulin very high. So doesn't it make sense for you to eat the food that does not raise your insulin so high to reduce the risk of getting these metabolic diseases? So what can we eat? You want to eat protein and fat as your foundation. And then if you want to have some carbs in the forms of low carbohydrate vegetables and a few fruits, that will be okay. Because when you're eating mostly fat and protein, your body uses the protein as your building blocks, and then your fat is used as energy. When you use fat as energy, you don't get a high blood sugar spike, and that reduces the amount of insulin that your pancreas is producing. Once you reduce the amount of insulin being produced, you also lower systemic inflammation in your body, because that is what can lead to diabetic complications such as nerve damage and kidney damage. So what you want to do is to eat more fat and protein and reduce your carbohydrate intake. When you do this, you can see that you can reduce your chances of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. And if you already have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, there's a possibility that you can reverse that or put that into remission. This is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please pass this video on to your friends and families, especially people who you know may be going through this disease of diabetes. If you need help getting started on this journey, I'll leave my contact information below. Let us help our community to get healthier. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.